Hi, Lynda Kenny here, and I'm feeling a little bit more normal today. Now, I spend my time helping people like you get from where you are today to where you want to be tomorrow. And today I want to talk about overwhelm. I'm sure you've experienced it. Before I forget, I do offer a 20-minute complimentary discovery call. If you want to take advantage of that, reach out to me at my calendar at callwithlynda.com or private message me if that's what you prefer. The word overwhelm in some groups I was a member of in Facebook just wasn't allowed. And in one way I can see why, especially if the group didn't want a lot of negativity. But there's no getting away from it, is there? There are times when you feel overwhelmed. And I want to ask you not to beat yourself up about it and look for ways to avoid it from now on. Now, why do I say that? Well, when we get overwhelmed, most of the time we don't get anything done. We stay stuck, and all those sort of negative feelings that, they just bring up to the surface, and we just can't do what we want to do. So today I wanted to give you just a few little simple tips to avoid feeling overwhelmed. Because if you've got too much on and you're pulled in different directions, then overwhelm will certainly happen. So first, start your day by planning what you've got to do instead of responding to emails and social media. I mean, those things can wait. The first hour is for you to make plans while enjoying your breakfast. It's much better than just responding to all the drama that you might see, for instance, on social media. Or, I've got to reply to that email. You don't have to do it straight away. So take that first hour of your day and look after yourself. Have sort of nice leisurely breakfast if you've got the time, and just plan your day. And what I would suggest is to block out periods of time during the day for what you've got to do and give yourself some breaks in between each one. And when you're going from one job to another, then take some time just for a couple of 3 minutes, just relax and stretch and have a drink of water, have a cup of coffee, and listen to some music, meditate, whatever it is that works for you. But just have that little bit of a break instead of going straight from one thing to another. It's about making that sort of smooth transition from one job to another. And you need to psych yourself up for the next job you've got to do. I would say you also have to block out 30 minutes to catch up. This is if you're behind on anything, or if you think, oh, I didn't do such and such yesterday. Well, this 30 minutes that you've blocked out can be where you can catch up on things that you've probably not done before. You've probably heard me say this before, but pay attention to your mindfulness. Be in command of your own thoughts and more conscious about learning to be calmer. It really will help you. And there's many techniques you can use to be calm. I actually use the Calm app. It's fabulous. Lovely relaxing music, and if you want to, you can listen to someone talk and it calms you down. The key to all of this, though, is to come from a good and positive place by looking after you, your thoughts, and learning to master your mind and stopping that overwhelm from getting in the way. Now, quite often we're running around like headless chickens, aren't we? Without really thinking about what we're doing. If you're overwhelmed because you can't do something, decide to either get some help or figure it out. If I'm struggling with anything technical, I definitely get help if I can't figure it out myself. And none of us are perfect, and you're not a failure to admit that you need some help. And those things will help you avoid overwhelm, because I've been in a situation myself where I felt overwhelmed with all the jobs I've got to do, and you just have to step back and just sit down and make make a list and just reorganize everything in your head. Hope that helps. As I said earlier, I do offer that 20-minute discovery call. Take advantage of that. It's totally free, complimentary, and you can go to book some time with me on my calendar at callwithlynda.com or private message me anytime.